because the man sits behind me From time to time, he can give me a couple mints and so on. Comrades! He came that day in a new brand green shirt. I tell you it's new because even the folds on it didn't iron out. Comrades, he had on a green and yellow tie, well wrapped around his neck. And at the end of that meeting, the chief whip asked each and every one of us individually whether we understood what we were required to do, and if we had an issue with it, we need to say that no.
That's right.
And that man, when it was his turn, he said, man, we wasting time. Let them bring it on. We can put them in the place today. Hear what I'm telling you, comrades? Comrades, he ain't a rat. He ain't a snake. Comrades, he ain't a mongoose. He's a traitor, comrades. Plain and simple traitor. Comrades, and you and I, we saw what happened. I was sitting right in front of him. And when the vote went around, and the first time he said yes, you saw me, I spun around like a boat top because I thought that he made a genuine mistake. Because we are accustomed to voting no against the opposition. And so I thought he made a genuine mistake. When I turn around and I look at that man that wants to write my name on Facebook, he got the audacity to do so, comrades. And I said, what stupidness you doing, buddy?
That's right.
You know you're going to vote no?
That's right.
He watching at me, sir. You know, like when you drink paiwari mixed with high rum, mixed with vodka and so on, comrades. And I kept insisting. And I said some things that are very unchristian. Comrades. And then this man watched me and tell me a vote conscience. Comrades, it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter, comrades. Because that man could have sat behind me all these times and he could have pushed something in my neck. Comrades, and so is the traitorers among us who will go and take $5,000 and sell their future and their children's future and their children's future for $5,000, comrades, a jersey and a box of food. Is that all we want, comrades? Is that our word, comrades? You heard from Miss Yvonne?
That's right.
Do that and be taken over by these people who killed our brothers, who killed our fathers. Every 2 nights, it's pie. Y'all remember? All here used to look like a ghost town. We want to be out here now. Isn't that not so? Huh? People want to follow out their wife and their children out to get a bus. Y'all remember that, comrades? Oh, comrades, do we want to go back to those days? Comrades, we in South Georgetown, we punish. We punish under the PPP, comrades. We punish. People didn't have things to put in the children's lunch kit, comrades. Comrades, when all the jobs they could have given our young men, comrades, is to run around and kill other people, comrades. To go chore on other people, comrades. without fathers,
Yes, yes.
without fathers. In these very areas around where I stand, there are so many grandparents who have now become parents all over again, minding grandchildren and struggling to do so, comrades. Can we go back to those dark days, comrades? Comrades, we must not. On March the 2nd, comrades, family! On March the 2nd, we got to give David Arthur Granger a resounding victory, comrades! Comrades, listen to me, family. Everybody got to go out and vote. Everybody, comrades, from granny, grandpa, mommy, daddy, everybody going out and vote, and we voting for APNU AFC, comrades. And let me tell you, comrades, we ain't giving up no ground, not a blade of grass, not one grass, comrades. When we get into that polling station, I want to tell you, we're going in there with confidence. You hear me? We're going in there with confidence. We're going to cast a ballot for our children and our children's children, that they must enjoy the wealth of this country, that they must have a good life, a wonderful life, comrades. So when we get into that polling station, here let me tell you something, family. That spoiled a lot of ballots the other day. We end up under this time. You not write nothing about rat and cat and the mouse. You understand me? You not write nothing on the ballot paper. All you got to do is go and look for the palm and the key at the top first. You put your nice little sexy Coca-Cola X. You understand? You put it so that you can see it in the middle of the box. And then when you finish that, you go down to the bottom of the paper and you will see another palm with the key. And you put your nice little sexy X there again. Remember, you got to put 2 X's, one in each box. But ensure the box there next to the palm with the key. Comrades, we got to teach each other so that we don't go in there and make no mistake. You understand what I'm saying? I see Anel Canel writing up today in the papers about me, saying that I telling people how they must follow the ballot boxes. Comrades, is that anything strange? Where Anel Canel from? Anel didn't take his medication. I believe, family, Anel just want to make the news today. He ain't got no court case to win. So he trying now to make himself relevant. Well, let me tell Anel, you ain't the presidential candidate because you ain't fit, neither you ain't proper. Comrades, today I am wearing black and white.
That's right, that's right.
I am wearing black and white today, comrades. Our First Lady said that we must ensure that we speak up and speak out against My family, I ain't got 4 mouths. I ain't got 3 mouths. I ain't got 2 mouths. I got 1 mouth. And if you're wrong, comrades. And so, today, many of us went out there. I didn't get to go.
I was there.
My meeting went very late. Comrades, but I was getting it blow by blow. And I heard that my name was on top. And you know what's the laughable thing? That the people who cursing me, they used to walk with me against violence. Comrades, we got to understand this thing. When you're against it, you're against it. Whether it's your brother, your sister, your uncle, your cousin, or who, we said that there must be no violence against our women, our children, and no violence against each other, comrades. It cannot be when the situation have you as the abuser that you change your stance. If you're standing, you're standing. If you're sitting, you're sitting. But you can't do both at one time. My mother tell me, you can't suck in and blow whistle at the same time. Comrades, that teacher was on the ground. She was on the ground. He kicked her, he went away, and he came back, and he kicked her again, comrades. Wrong is wrong. He should be in jail, comrades. Abuse is abuse. They ain't got no different types and level of abuse, comrades. And we must continue to stand in solidarity with our teachers and any woman that anybody abuse, comrades. And so we wearing black and white all week, comrades. All week we wearing black and white, comrades. Comrades, I am told on Thursday is the next court day for the other matter. Comrades, be wearing black and white. Comrades, while my sisters from Lang Avenue went to give solidarity today, they arrested them. Comrades, I can tell you something. You gotta be very careful how you're lying. Because I can tell you, that incident is on social media all over the world, comrades. All over the world. So they could lie how much they want to lie. The evidence is there, comrades. And we have no fear. And we stand with our sisters from Lake Avenue. After all of us, we are one family. Comrades, one family. Comrades, we ain't taking no bullyism. No bullyism. We passed that mark a long time. In 2015, May, we said no to the bullies. We said we don't want you anymore. Get out the place. Go find another face. We want David Arthur Granger. Comrades, and we made that choice conscientiously. And we don't have regrets. We didn't get to do everything we wanted to do. But like I tell you, what we gonna do in this next fight that make this four look like stupidness. Hear what I tell you? It will make this four look like stupidness. As my president and your president said, you think you see development? Wait until we roll out the decade of development. Then you will see development, comrades. Comrades, I don't know about you, but I tell you, I just got to pause many times before I speak. Because you know what is in your heart coming out of your mouth. And sometimes we got to control the heart. These people want to come to us and tell us that we must give them another chance. The puppet master wants to sit in that chair again. Comrades, I tell you, he mustn't come through no door, back front, side, top, or bottom, comrades. This is the same set of people, comrades, who didn't care about our young people, who had no concern about our children's future. All our children dropping out of schools. Y'all remember that, comrades? Our young people dropping out, and Priya Manik Chan telling us that no child left behind. You ain't got to go to school. It's okay, you're going to get put over. Comrades, and right now we have a generation that we got to send all of them back to school, comrades, because they're not employable. Comrades, I want to tell you, don't beat up on the young people. Beat up on Priya Manik Chan and their policies which they put in place to keep our children down, comrades. Because when they were telling us about no child left behind, they were sending their children to school. Comrades, they were sending their children to school. And today, comrades, we are picking up the pieces. But I want to tell you, comrades, that we didn't vote for David Arthur Granger in vain.
No.
We didn't vote for him in vain at all, comrades. Comrades, because in 2050 when we came in, at the primary level, them little guard angels, imagine, you had over 1,500 little children drop out of school, and nobody cared. Nobody cared to find out why they were not going back to school. But I want to tell you, comrades, that at the end of 2018, that number reduced to 647 under the David Granger administration. Because we placed back in our schools counselors who can talk to our children, who can go and visit their homes, talk to their parents, find out why they're not going to school, and seek to assist them, comrades. Comrades, we ain't get the 2019 figure yet, but I know it gone further down, comrades. And we gotta keep carrying it down until we eradicate dropouts from in our schools. Comrades, our secondary schools was no different. Oh my gosh. You know how many times we spoke in the National Assembly about allowing our girls who would have gotten pregnant in school, they give them the opportunity to go back to school. Comrades, did it happen for the 23 years? No, instead of that, they left them out there to go and get another child and another child. Comrades, woe unto them. Jah whip them, I tell you. But comrades, we in there in their 20, we in there in their 10, we in there in their 5. But you know what? We passed the policy so that our girls can go back to school, comrades. That is the government that you want, a caring government, comrades. Not only that they can go back to school, but we we pay for the children to go to daycare. That is the good life we're talking about, comrades. Comrades, you got to give them the opportunity. You got to open the door for them. You understand me? And that is why March 2nd, we got to continue to vote and put David Arthur Granger back into office. Comrades, these same people who want to tell us how much they care about us. One of these people is watch themselves in the mirror. Let's watch themselves in the mirror. Comrades, when we took office in 2015 May, the failure rate at the national grade 6 was more than 50% of our children failing maths, science, and English. Who cared, comrades? What did they do? Nothing. What did they do, comrades? Nothing. They did absolutely nothing because their children was well taken care of, comrades. Did they put any policy in place? Did they offer them some extra lessons? Did they help the teachers? All right, comrades. Well, let me give you the results as of 2018. When we came in, the pass rate for mathematics at the national grade 6 was 14%. 14% of our children failed pass mathematics. 14%, 1/4, not a quarter, you know. 14%, even lower than a quarter. It sounds more like a Bachman. Huh? It sounds more like a Bachman. And I'm talking about race and nationality. If you come from the ghetto, you know what I mean when I say Bachman. Isn't that not so? Alright. Comrades, I want to tell you that the pass rate in mathematics is now 42%, comrades. 42%. Comrades, me a hear y'all. Comrades, in science, only 27% of our children pass science. Only 27%. Science. Would you believe that? Science. And I can tell you, as of 2018, we are at 45%. You're going to get the figures for 2019 a little later on. And we're over the 50 in 2019, but I don't want to give you false information. Right. Comrades, and English, we move our children up to 57% pass. And we expect that they would have gone above that in 2019, comrades. You know why? Because David Arthur Granger care about his people. And he ain't only looking out for the old ones, he looking out for the little ones, because he know that they will be the future leaders of this country. But we got to give them a chance. We got to give them a chance. Comrades, these people want to come in South Georgetown and tell us to vote for them. You live in cross over Broad Street and you used to smell the toilet at St. Stephen's School, comrades, and these people want us to go and vote for them. It is this administration that break down that old school and give them a proper school, comrades. We got to put back the AP and UASC. Comrades, we got a lot to do. These people broke up this country. Broke it up, comrades. Broke it up. Comrades, and also our youths, they didn't mean nothing to them. All they were fit for is to lock them up and get them 40 charges. Huh? You remember on Friday nights? They collect everybody, whether you're coming from walk, your life in, your walking, anything. Y'all remember, comrades? And they lock them up all weekend. Yes, and they tell you about 7 to 2 hours. Y'all remember that? And when you catch yourself, it's not even the real police lock them up. It's the fake police, comrade, lock them up. Y'all remember that, comrades? Comrades, there are a lot of fake police living in South Georgetown. A lot of them living around here. Now they want to change their identity. Comrades, but we ain't forgetting. We gonna forget, but we ain't gonna forget, comrades. We're not going to forget, comrades. Comrades, what did this government do over the last 4 years? The APNU government recognizing the disadvantage that was meted out to our young people over the last 4 years, comrades. 25,000 young people were trained as carpenters, plumbers, welders, comrades, so that they can become employable. Comrades, before 2050, y'all ever hear anything about robotics?
No.
Comrades, it is the APNU AFC government that brought robotics. And we in the here for a whole 5. They went for 23. They never bring rope, much less robotics, comrades. And that is how they valued us, comrades. That is how they valued us. We were fit for nothing good, comrades. The only good things was for them and their friends and their family, comrades. Comrades, down to the little road, comrades. Oh, Lord. Down to our roads, comrades. It was too hard for them to fix. Down to our drains, comrades. Y'all remember when the then minister used to get the contract for Albouystown? And these people talking about corruption? Y'all remember when the minister used to get the contract to clean Sussex Street, comrades? And he was a sitting minister? Huh? Comrades, we mustn't forget these things. Comrades. But what we have seen in South Prineville, Miss Yvonne talk about the bridges across, laying of a new trench. Comrades, but what about the bridge in East-West? What about the bridges in Sophia? What about the bridges in South Prineville, linking Wrexham, Burnham Gardens to South Prineville Park, comrades? Comrades, what about the bridge in Water Street, Agricola, where the children used to fall through in the trench going to school, comrades? Did they fix it? Because they didn't care but we. They didn't care but we. You understand me? Comrades, but now they want to come to tell us that we must give them a chance. That they care for us, comrades. You believe that? Albouystown, you believe that? Middle Road, you believe that? Island, you believe that? Coconut Walk, you believe that? Alright, so we gotta tell them that the fool in the self, comrades. Comrades, not only are these people lawless and common, but after they would have given us all sorts of names when we protested against them for police brutality, comrades. When we protested against them, they called us hooligans and all sorts of things, comrades. Well, I want to ask you, who lawless know that they will bring a presidential candidate with 19 fraud charges against him, comrades, and tell good enough. He come with some fake certificates. He come to tell we that he went to university in High Flock, comrades. Only he alone went to this whole university. He was the student and he was the lecturer's, comrades. Comrades, and when you look at the certificate, it is signed by Professor Scam Insurance, and on the other side, it is signed by Professor Scam Rice. Comrades, and these people come to tell us about voting for a man with fraud charges. Comrades, some of our boys in this very south of Georgetown, they did bad things and they pay the time. Isn't that not so? They pay the time, but still they couldn't get a job nowhere, comrades, because they made a mistake in life. But here it is, comrades. They want to bring this man with 19 fraud charges and telling us that we so stupid that we must vote for him. You see, it's okay for him to have the fraud charges, but it's not good for our family to have the fraud charges. Because if we have the fraud charges, we ain't good for nothing. Nothing you can't get. Nothing you can't get, comrades. You can't even get electricity. You can't even get water. You can't get nothing because you would have had those charges against you. But here it is, comrades. The big rat comes here to tell us about rat-a-tat-tat. Who is that? 19 fraud charges?
People, them management.
Comrades, look, we cannot exchange indecency for integrity. We sticking with integrity. That is why we sticking with David Arthur Granger. That is why we're sticking with him. Some say y'all, some say slow. But I tell you now that they put that finger inside the mouth, and then they're gonna know if he all is slow or whatever. Tell them put the finger in the mouth, comrades. Comrades, we love him. He is our president, and he will be our president after March the 2nd.
People, them
Comrades, you know, from time to time I've got to remind them I'm a schemo man. Banya! We're buying a 99 Lane Avenue. Oh! Lebro, Waka Terrace, Castillo. We continue for live at Castillo. Minister, wherever. We love my people. We're not going nowhere. We like it right here, comrades. Comrades, I want to be an example for my little baby nephews and nieces to let them know that they can be anything they put their minds to be, comrades. It doesn't matter where you live or where you come from. Comrades, you can be whatever you want to be. Comrades, and over the last couple of months, they're carrying all kind of attack on me. Hey, let me tell them something tonight. I named Volda Lawrence. I am a Bobine. Comrades, if they hit my hair, I'm going to grow down this one. And if they come down there, they hit me, I'm going to grow down this one. Every single day that they're on Facebook. Oh God, I just use it to send down oppression. You understand me? It's like a kind of comedy show. Oh, they ain't got gloves. Hey, how much you want? How much you want? Oh, one of them put up today. Oh, you know they ain't even got insulin. And by the time we done put up the big fat lie, the regional health director, he put up back to and show the whole stats at the hospital, comrades. It's because they're getting prestigious, comrades. Comrades, they're complaining today that how when they go to emergency, they got to wait long to get a bed. I want to tell them, let them go and ask the PPP. They reduced the bed facility from Georgetown Public Hospital from 700 plus to 382 beds. Let them go and ask them, where was the vision then that they would have done such a thing, comrades? So when our people go, comrades, they have to wait until we can get a bed to put them on. But here now, we got plans for them. I said we got plans for them. Just like how we reduced the 3 and 4 mothers from on a bed. Hello?
That's right.
Hello? 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 Comrades? Just like how we reduced the 2 and 3 mothers from a bed, comrades, every mother now can have her own bed, comrades. And I ain't talking about a bed with a hole in the middle. I ain't talking about a squeaky bed. I ain't talking about a bed full of rust, comrades. When you step into our maternity wards, comrades, the word saying to you, respect me, respect me, respect me. Comrades, I tell them don't talk about health. Let them talk about anything else, but don't let them talk about health. Comrades, I ain't no doctor. I'm an accountant by profession, and I love my profession.
That's right.
But I can tell you this, me and Cecil, but plenty people, including their people, say that me do better than them doctor minister with them they have come. But I want to pick up my staff because you know what? I treat them with respect.
That's right. That's right.
And we work together as a team.
That's right.
I don't ask nobody if you just go Congress Place or if you just go Freedom House. I respect you as a professional.
That's right.
Unless you want to play that you is the minister
Then.
and you running political tax.
That's right.
But I respect my staff.
That's right.
And so we've been able to work together. I don't curse them and abuse them, comrades. I don't make a talk. Don't make a talk. All right, comrades. We must never go back there, comrades. Comrades, I am so happy that God sits on that throne.
That's right.
I am so happy. And comrade, you can rest assured that as we work over the next decade, that you will see that you and every person in this country will enjoy the best health services, comrades. The best health services, comrades. You know, between 2015 and 2018, this government injected $91.5 billion in the health sector. Now, if they be doing so good, how come we gotta do all these things? How come we gotta buy all these machines and stuff, comrades? How come we gotta buy all these beds? Why is our partners giving us all these beds so we could throw out all them broke up iron what I got inside of the health facilities? Because if they had proper things, the people would look to give us something else, isn't that not so? But they went there and they witnessed what they left there, comrades. Comrades, it doesn't matter which ministry you're in. You're walking like if you're their town council. You got to clean up every day. You're cleaning up, comrades. You're cleaning up, comrades. You know what we're cleaning up? We're cleaning up, comrades. In 2019, we get $35.9 billion to spend.
Thank you.
And I want to tell you another something. Don't tell Jackie on this because I tell you, you really get diarrhea. You don't get diarrhea, comrades. And you know what? He will not have any medevac to carry him out to Miami, comrades.
That's right.
He will have to use some jamun or some guava bark. And if either of those don't work, we will give him some spice tea or some clove tea, comrades. In 2019 alone, I want you to listen to this. That's what I tell them, don't talk here. Not talk here. In 2019, we built 22 health facilities across this country. 22 health facilities in 1 year we built, comrades. Comrades, let me come up here. But before I go, I got to ask a question.
Yes.
Ramdi Sami. Ramdi Sami.
The killer.
Y'all remember how they divide the thing for listening to the phone call? Hello? Comrades, when you pass by the Ministry of Public Health, there on Brigham, as you come around Hatfield Street, you will see what is called a camp. Those mobile homes, you know, that thing where the people is going to camp on and so. When you see it, you ask yourself, what in heavens the Ministry of Health doing with them? They got campers? The girl guides them over the other side, not in the Ministry of Public Health. Comrades, that name runs the Sami. That name runs the Sami.
I tell you, the killer.
Over $40 million was spent for that camp. It never worked yet. You hear what I say, comrades? Over $40 million. Tell them left me alone.
That's right.
Tell them left me alone, comrades. Tell them left me alone. Comrades, it named Ramdasamy.
Yes.
You hear me?
The killer.
Comrades, I don't want to tell you more. Because the money could have fixed up we roads. It could have given you little lights. It could have fixed our children's schools. Hello, comrades? Comrades? And that is only one item. That is only one item. I said, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Comrades, the other day, the rats say abusing, but much to that. Because you know I'm a cancer warrior.
That's right.
You understand me? And I want to say to him, before he talk about the cancer people, why in heavens in 23 years they didn't do anything? All this money to pass in the National Assembly, and comrades, let me tell you the dirty story. They didn't even buy one mammogram. What is a mammogram? A mammogram is a machine where a woman can go and have her breast checked, comrades. And you know what? We have hundreds of women who have died from breast cancer in this country, comrades. It knows no color, no creed, or no class, comrades. And these people coming for tell we what we president.
No way. No way.
Coming for tell we what president. I tell you, he better get up a bar and share it up and make some plugs, because I tell you, after March the 2nd, it will be diarrhea, comrades. Comrades, I tell them, all we talk about health and the stairs. I want to tell you, you know the story. You know when you go to the hospital to get your x-ray done, many times you turn up there and you see it marked out of order.
Yes, I know.
Because we got flames, comrades. That's the truth. Let me tell you, in this day and age, we still using flames. You come away with a big things and a big envelope. So is that not true? They don't use them anymore, comrades. They don't use that anymore. They could send your flames to your phone. The doctor's supposed to get it on his or her phone or on a screen. Comrades, let me tell you, I found a letter written to the minister by Kodak in 2007. They were telling them that they will no longer be producing these flames anymore because they're not making these machines. They have stopped making them. This is what year we're talking about. 20, comrades. Since 2007, these people wrote them and tell them that instead they seek to buy a more upgraded machine. Comrades, instead of that, you know what they do? They got the friends and the family going around to all them warehouses in the States and Canada and so, and buying up them obsolete stock. And everybody got flames for sale, your comrades. They got it in the garage. And so when you run out, they come like if they're doing you a favor, and they want to sell you it, them big old thing. But they have to wipe off all them cockroach methods offering. They come now to you to give you some big high prices for you to buy it. Comrades, hello comrades, I'm here to tell you something. Let them come. You skin girl ready for them. Ready for them. Comrades, we bought a 64 slice machine. You know what is that? It's not a CT scan.
No.
It's an X-ray machine. It gives you a finer view. You can see every muscle, every tissue, every conduct. You can see in those flames. Who bought it? The APNUAFC government, comrades. So that our doctors can make informed decisions, comrades. They can be able to understand and see what is happening with you so that they can treat you. Comrades, we now have CT scan machine.
Lovely.
Comrades, I tell you, I love to laugh. And I will see all of them like butter like Castillo. Comrades, if you see them, let me tell you, you know what's the problem when you see the quarreling up and talking up? It's because they ain't getting the business no more in their private clinics. The ones that they set up, that they tell you, oh, we don't have it. But you could go to X, Y, and P and you could get it done. Hello? All right. Comrades, every time we improve in the health facility, we cut out the money from them, comrades. We cut it out. We can take it from them and we can give it to the doctors and nurses. That's what we can do.
That's right.
We can give it to our technicians.
That's right.
We can give it to our cleaners.
That's right.
We can give it to our assistants, our attendants who help to push you, and so we can make their lives a good life, comrade. That is what we are going to do. And we are going to reduce the water from those vagabonds, comrades. Comrades, you know, they like to run all over the place. And I agree with you. Comrades, you wouldn't even adopt couple. Comrades, you know all the things they're talking? Huh? How they love the people of this country and so on. Let me tell you something. When I paid the visit to the various health facilities across this country, I went to a place named Oriala and then to Separuta. And it took us about 2.5 hours to get there. You hear me? And we were going in a high-powered boat. And when I saw the little 2x2 that these people would use to bring their sick people in the night across that river, comrades, so that they can be able to transport them all the way to New Amsterdam. And remember, when they come in, they take about 4 hours because they're coming against the tide. You understand me? Imagine you're a woman in labor, comrades. Imagine, just think about it. Imagine boy, imagine man. Imagine you got a broken foot or a broken hand or 2 ribs broken. You can imagine you coming on that water top, that boat lifting up and knocking down because it's not a big boat. You can imagine the pain that person is in. You can imagine the pressure that they're putting on their heart. Huh? Comrades, and these people say they love the people.
No way. No way.
Comrades, let me tell you something. After we left there, we went back to the drawing board. We went back to the Ministry of Finance and we sought to change our program, and we bought a river ambulance for those people, the first ever in this country, comrades. First ever. Comrades, so you don't have to be afraid if you go there, because if something happens, I ain't talking about no pew-to-pew thing, you know. I ain't talking about no can't or nothing. I'm talking about a boat, railboat, comrades. You understand me? With good power, 150 horsepower on it, comrades. You understand me? 275, plus it got oxygen tank. You understand me? Hello? Hello? If you want to get revived, comrades, we got all the kajaj there to shock you and bring you back, to give you cold pack, X, Y, and Z. Every single thing is on that boat, comrades. And let me tell you, when we strap you in there, don't care how much wave they got, you going nowhere. You got one place all the time, comrades. Comrades, and we didn't only do it for them. We did it for the people in the Kanji Creek. We did it for the people in the Barbies River. We did it for the people at Bartica. And I got news for them. We're doing it for the people at Maruka. Very soon watching the real things. Here I tell you, this government, we have worked. We have delivered. Look at East Rifle Market. Look at East Rifle Market. Comrades. Oh my God. I born when the market built under Lyndon Fox Sampson. He used to run in there. That a place at the back named Vancy Ram. Y'all remember that? Rice one, comrades. We go in there and you play catch up. Hey, y'all remember? And they chasing you out. And you're going out, you know why? Because you know when they take out the bread out of the oven, they'll say, y'all come, and then slap like butter on the bread, and we gonna get the slice of bread, we gonna walk it up, comrades, and here they gonna say, all right, y'all go home now. Hello, comrades? Hello, comrades? Comrades, that market was smooth. Clean. Y'all remember that? Comrades, after these people take over, all these people could come in and get any votes, comrades. We giving these people any votes, comrades. Comrades, we could have smelled the market from till while living. Hello, the one never go and pick up the garbage. And I see Sugar talking garbage today in the newspaper. Comrades, they would not even come and pick up the garbage from that market. Y'all remember? The bridge leading from East Rifle Market Street into the market. A big hole, sir, in the bridge. Hello? And they wouldn't fix it, comrades. Y'all remember that? The fence fall down. It's rotten, comrades. Nobody ain't coming, comrades. The road from Vicention Road going in, turn hopscotch. When you're going, you're leaning on the left, then you're leaning on the right, comrades. Then you go down inside the hole, and then you're praying that you come up on the top. Am I lying, comrades? You know, that was well orchestrated. It was well orchestrated to kill the businesses there so that we could go down to town, comrades. That is what it was all about, to kill those businesses in the East Rifle Market. But here I tell you, thank God we rise again. I said we rise again, comrades. We have a market and they're finished yet. No! They're finished yet, comrades. Comrades. We left East Rifle. We come around to the Penitence Market. On Sunday morning, all we either heading up this pump trench or we walk in James Street. Everybody heading to the Penitence Market. You're going to get your fish, your vegetables, your fruits and so on. And then you stop by Garraway, you get your little chicken foot and your gizzard and your liver and so on. In them days, we didn't used to eat plenty chicken. Comrades, it's truth. Why you think we so strong? Why you think we so strong? You're going there by Gary. And you say, boy, 2 pounds a foot, 3 pounds a gizzard, and 4 pounds a liver. He said, no, I can't say all the liver. Chicken only got the liver. Comrades, that was a market you used to run all over. All over, everybody was auntie and uncle. Y'all remember that? Yeah. And they had some big people inside of them. Boy, look at a proper complaint on you. Comrades, but that market was a respectable market. People used to come from all over, come there, especially on Sundays. That was the place to be, the penitence market, comrades. And these people got to pass there. Got to pass there. And they turned that the penitence market into a garbage heap, comrades. Comrades, when we talk about cleaning up, comrades, we ain't lying, comrades. I know, you know, comrades, that it is nothing but the truth. Comrades, the city council got plenty money.
But they're doing a lot.
Comrades, but look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. They're even raising the penitence market from the dead, comrades. They even raising the penitence market. Look at what they're doing there. Comrades, and when you finish, you go around. But I ain't gonna start with stop with. Start what needs to be spoken about. Because we can keep meetings there. Because we don't have to hold our breath. Comrades, but when we go around Regent Street, we come to a place named Volda Market that turn into the rat market under the PPP, comrades. You going to market and the rats going to market with you, comrades. Am I lying, comrades? You got to be careful because sometimes you come riding on the motorbike while you in the market, knock you upside it down, comrades. Comrades, when did it happen? Under the PPP. Water coming down.
Yes, when rain falls.
The place flooding. Hello? Comrades, and what did they do? Nothing, absolutely nothing, comrades. Even the streets around the market, it was worse than a greater, comrades. Comrades, now you could go in the market.
You could drive through and all.
Hello, I hear all the rats going to Prattville 1 and 2. You're going to Volda Market, comrades, and let me tell you, sometimes we ain't got nothing to buy, but we going into Volda Market. Why? Because we can get free Wi-Fi, comrades, in the market. Free Wi-Fi. Comrades, and when you look up at the roof, comrades, oh my gosh, comrades, you really think you're there at the Eiffel Tower? You think you're there in France, comrades? But you're still in Georgetown, Guyana, comrades. Look at that place. And we ain't finished yet, comrades. Imagine that. We ain't finished yet. You're right, comrade. We now getting started. We now warming up, comrades. So what it is about the PPP, they want to stop the progress. They want to stop the progress, comrades. Comrades, are you going to allow them to stop the progress? Comrades, we may last night proper put them in the place. By the man, come out by. The man make Telly Savalas look like stupidness, man. The man come out blazing from the hips, the tips, and the ribs. The man put blows in them, whack, 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 whack. You know, I tell you, 28 years of age. Imagine that. Our mayor of the city of Georgetown. Hello, comrades. And you telling me that this government ain't got confidence in youths? Hello? Hello? And guess what? He and his councillors doing a good job. They're doing a good job. But you have to pay them the little taxes. Get them a little thing here and a little thing there. You understand, as you get it, you know, they can carry down the numbers. As we give them, they will be able to do much more. But let us give them a round of applause for what they have been doing for us. Yes, and we have some councillors here. We have Miss Trisha Richards, we got Miss Yvonne Ferguson, we have Mr. Van Veen right over there. We have Councillor Ali Cock. We have any other councillors here, Boswick, and here the comrades. Guess who we got here? We got the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Alfred Mentor here with us, comrades. Comrades, they're trying, and we got to give them the support. We got to give them the support. Comrades, you know, a month or so coming, we are frightened.
Are they men or sons? Are they men or
only
right?
good things come from above. But if y'all want to stop, I'm going to stop Comrades, so I wouldn't talk anything about Kitty Market, but I want to tell you, a couple mornings ago, I'm coming home very late tonight, and I was coming through the cemetery, and I may have fell into a dose, you know? I take a little nap for the job. And when I raise up, I want to know is where my driver carrying me. I says, where we there? He said, we going over the bridge now. I said, which bridge is what part two there? He said, we almost reach home, it's Northeast Turn. I said, you sure? Wind down this window here and slow down. Because when I look up Northeast, I gotta swear it was Rockaway Parkway I looking at there, comrades. Comrades, all I see is lights right through, comrades. Comrades. And I said, what? The doing itself. So I ain't got to use every street I'm looking at now, right? So early next morning, I call Miss Yvonne. I say, Yvonne, I ain't gonna pay no attention.
Yes, sir, you child
I says, what stupidness you going on with? How come for St. John Road ain't got lights? They ain't got no lights from Northeast corner right through to St. Pius. That's already going on. She said, we can put the lights, we can put the lights, we can put the lights. And I kept on them, they said, the lights coming, the lights coming. It will reach it. When it reaching? On such and such a date. When such and such a date come, and a driving coming, I said, wind down the windows. I look in, I call them again. What's going on with these lights? Comrades, the lights coming, the lights coming. And comrades, guess what happened? The lights came, comrades. The lights came, comrades. And comrades, guess what? They got more lights to come. They got more lights to come. But comrades, you gotta tell me something. I went into Chinese on Saturday. You hear me? And I see Chinese got all these different types of lights. And the ones like what Yvonne them put up for $21,500. Nowadays in 2020, it couldn't be that price in the 23 years. It had to be cheaper for me. I want to ask the question. Tell me something. We in the scheme here, what happened? Both right we had no but lights. You're telling me them rats couldn't buy some lights for me? But instead of that, take money and go and buy a cannon. The cannon can't even get it up, comrades. All it could do is put out something at 6:30. Comrades, waste of money. Waste of money. But you know what? They prefer they do that than they spend the money on us, comrades. They prefer to do that than spend the money on us. I don't want to talk about the Caimans coming out of Carty Trench. Oh, large comrades, let me tell you something. You know, we got some wicked boys, right? And so when they do the mischief and the police behind them, they will run there by me, jump over the fence, run across the trench, run across the trench. You hear what I tell you? By the time they done reach over the trench, the police don't even reach over the fence by me. And I just say, all right, officer, you can push your hand and open the gate. I'm not telling you any lie. They're gone. The police go to the fence, the trench, they come back. I said, why y'all ain't go over? You could run over. They said, no, there's a trench. I said, no, there ain't a trench. There's the secondary road. You could run over there. You wouldn't sink. Glen Avenue, am I lying? Comrades, you couldn't see water in that trench. And the stench. Comrades, the stench. And they allowed us to live in that squalor, comrades. And then they're telling me that they care, comrades. Are we going to give them that chance and march the city, comrades? Look at the trench now. Hello, comrades. I'll be taking out picture to send to America. Because some people can't believe that the trench clean and looking so nice. Hello? Comrades. And we can take care of it. The burying ground coming up. The burying ground coming up. Here I tell you, the burial ground coming up. But they want to stop the progress. But we ain't gonna allow them to let that happen. But now let me get a little serious as I wrap up. They tell you about the oil. They said they're gonna give everybody $50,000. Hello? Hello? They said they're going to give everybody $50,000. I want to remind y'all something. You remember when we did flood out in 2005? You remember? Remember when they said they're going to give me a check for $10,000? Hello? You remember when they turned up at St. Pius School? You remember when they come with 50 checks to give 500 people? Huh? And plenty of y'all fighting and cussing each other? Huh? They have no checks in there for you. So I didn't know what you fighting up about. And that is what they do to us. That is what they do to us. They come to our communities. They know there are 3,000 persons there, but they will bring 30 of the things to share. But they will invite all 3,000 of us. And that we fighting and walking on each other, comrades. Is that a government that care, comrades? They want to keep us in disunity, comrades. That is what they want. They want us to be fighting each other. They want us to be running up the court step with each other. That is what they want. But here I will tell you something. God sent us a man. The man's name is David Granger, comrades. And he said he wants to make Guyana educated country. Isn't that sir? Yes. Want to make this nation an educated nation. Comrades, they had a man before his name was Lyndon Fox Samson Barnum. He gave me And these people come now for tell me that they gonna make university free within 5 years. You hear the con? Within 5 years, comrades, we want free university now. That is what we want. We want every boy and every girl, irrespective of where you live, you must have the opportunity. At least you must have the opportunity. Who said that we in the scheme can't dream dreams? Who said that we can't go to the university and come out as scientists and engineers and teachers and psychologists and doctors and so on, comrades? Comrades, Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham did it, and David Arthur Granger will do it again, comrades. We'll do it again. And so, comrades, this is where you and I come in. Comrades, we children got to go to school. Hear what I'm telling you? We children got to go to school, comrades. And that is why we started night school and so on. For those people who didn't have the opportunity, those children who the parents could not pay those exorbitant lesson fees and so on, they can now go back to school, go in the night, get your core subjects. Hello, we can be more than office assistants and cleaners, comrades. We can be managers and directors, comrades. And let us give our children that chance, comrades. And we're not asking you to do it alone. The government is holding your hands. We have begun a pilot of introducing not just breakfast in the schools, but we've begun a pilot of introducing a hot meal in the schools. You hear me? A hot meal in the schools. Comrades, and our children at the primary and nursery level will get a hot breakfast when they go to school. So you ain't got to do nothing, comrades. Don't tell nobody kerosene I run out and the gas finish. Hello? Get up, get your children ready and take them to school, mommy and daddy. Take them to school. Come on, granny. Come on, grandpa. Get up, hold their hands and take them to school. You are investing in their future by doing so. Because when you take them to school, they're going to get the breakfast. And then after, at lunchtime, they get the hot meal, comrades. Hello? Hello? Family? And so when they come home, you only got to prepare the little dinner. Hello, how the song did? Only the little dinner you got to prepare, comrades. Hello, and sit with them. Ask them what they did in school and see how you can help them. You don't got to know it. You won't tell them teach you when the teacher teach them. That is called reinforcement of learning. You are reinforcing what they learned that day, comrades. Comrades, listen to me. We have the greatest opportunity under the David-led administration that in the communities of Sidelight Dam and West Rhineveld and Lane Avenue and Independence Boulevard, Albouystown and everywhere, we can have doctors and lawyers and scientists and engineers and all the like coming out from these parts, comrades. We did it before and we will do it again, comrades. Comrades, the opportunity will be there. Comrades, the next pillar is that pillar to ensure that every Guyanese have a roof over their head. Hello? Every Guyanese have a roof over their head. Comrades, that is vision. That is vision, comrades. Comrades, and you see the little letter we're crying over? I got this letter since 2006. I'm getting called. Hello, comrades. We not only talk the talk in the AP and UFC, we walk the walk, comrades. Comrades, you remember what they did with our brothers and sisters from Tiger Bay? Eh? They tell them to give them house lot. And when they turn up there, was high bushes and trees, no water, no light, no roads, comrades. And they claim that they cared about people, comrades. Comrades, look what this government has done for the people in Lambert Street, comrades. Hello, chalk to cheese, comrades. Chalk to cheese. We ain't give them a house lot, comrades. We ain't tell them push their hand in a bag, comrades. Comrades, that is for the fraud master. Come and push your hand in a bag and pull out a number. And when you pull out the number, you get a high income house. Hello? You can't exchange it. Comrades, what we did as a government, we not only give them a house lot, but we're giving them a house. We're giving them a place they can call a home, comrades. Imagine that, comrades. They're getting a place that they can call a home. Mommy and daddy got their own bedroom. Children got their own bedroom. Hello, comrades. We want to have decency in our country and in the lives of our people, comrades. That is why on March the 2nd, we got to go out there, comrades, like they have never seen before. And we have to vote and vote solidly for the APMUAFC, comrades. And young men, and big men, big uncle, and small uncle, I want to say this to you, that there is a place for you in all of this development, because house don't grow on trees, house don't happen overnight. It means, comrades, that there will be jobs galore, because we got to clear the land, and we need laborers, we will need small contractors. So get yourself in order, comrades, because a great wind coming your way of prosperity, comrades. To build those homes, you got to get carpenters, isn't that not so? You got to get masons, you got to get plumbers, comrades, you got to get electricians, comrades. Comrades, not sure y'all could handle this job? You're sure you could handle this job, comrades? Because we got to run water, you know, and we got to build roads. GPL got to put down more poles and run wires. Do you understand what I'm talking about, comrades? We're talking about that good life, comrades. Everybody can earn and earn decently, comrades. That is what we're talking about. So when we ask you to come out and to support us, you are supporting the continuation of progress in this blessed country of ours, comrades. Comrades, and once you start to get more housing schemes, we got to get more policemen, because we got to get police stations in there. We got to get more nurses and technicians and doctors, because we got to put clinics there. Isn't that good, sir? You got to put in a fire service. Huh? You got to put in schools. Hello? So you understand why you have to take your children to school. You understand why we have to invest in them, comrades? Yes. Or else people gonna come from other places to take these jobs, comrades? Yes. Are we going to allow that to happen? No. So we are going to pledge to ensure that we invest in our children's education. Comrades, I can go on to tell you about the technology, region number 2 so that the people from Essequibo can drive to region 2 and then they can drive to region 4, onwards to region 5, onwards to region 6. And if they want to go over to Suriname to see the family, they can drive over there too, comrades. Comrades, I'm saying to you, don't stop the progress. Comrades, to do all those things, we need welders. Hello? We need electricians. We need laborers. We need surveyors. Comrades, there is something in it for me and something in it for you. There is something in it for all of us. So why would we want to go back, comrades? Why would we want to go back to the dark era? Comrades, I say to you, don't stop the progress. Let us come out on March the 2nd. Let us bring out everyone. Let us vote at the top and vote at the bottom. Let us give David Arthur Granger a resounding victory, comrades. Comrades, there is so much more. But I know that many of you are following the many meetings and rallies across this country. And I will leave some for my brothers and sisters to tell you. But I want to tell you that this is not a visionless government. When we ask you to invest in us, when we ask you to give us that next chance, when we ask you to go and put your eggs solidly and confidently for the APNU AFC, we're asking you to invest in yourself, to invest in your children, to invest in your children's children. We're asking you to help us to move away the way in which people look down on us in these parts of our country. We're asking you to help us to move away how people treat with you once you open your mouth and you say you come from Albouystown. Comrades, we're asking you to vote against discrimination, vote against violence, vote against keeping our children away from a proper education. We're asking you, comrades, to vote for better health, to vote for a house over a house owned by you and a roof over the head of yourself and your family, comrades. We're asking you to vote for a better Guyana. We're asking you to vote for decency. We're asking you to vote for honesty. We're asking you to vote for a vision. And so, comrades, my brothers, my sisters of South Georgetown, my family,